here, and in today's video, we are going to show you exactly how to master cold calling. That is right. We're going to give you the ultimate guide today on how to talk to sellers with your phone to get wholesaling real estate deals. The coolest part about this is I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it with no money at all, or if you want to put some money into cold calling, whatever you want to do. But really, what we're going to do here is really share with you step by step how you can use your phone to get wholesaling real estate deals. I think a lot of wholesalers overcomplicate cold calling. They think it's this crazy thing. I see people selling insane $9,000 wholesaling programs to teach you how to cold call. But honestly, I'm going to show you exactly my perfect scripts for talking to sellers, how to cold call, how to drop voicemails, how to talk to sellers the right way, scripts for inbound, outbound, all these things, so you can be a cold calling master. So if you're ready to learn how to master cold calling, let's break this all down and let's share exactly how to get rich cold calling sellers. And so let's kind of break this all down and share it. So we are here doing a cold calling mastery breakdown. So we're going to break down exactly today how to become a cold calling master step by step for wholesaling real estate. So let's break this all down and let's really get into cold calling for wholesaling real estate. Now, your first question is going to be, what is cold calling? Well, cold calling is the art of reaching out to homeowners for the intent to contact people who want to sell their property for a cash offer. Again, cold calling is the art of reaching out to people, seeing if they want to sell their house for cash. I want you to understand this. Did I just say, is cold calling the art of closing sellers? No, I did not say. Did I say that? No. I did not say that. I said, quote, cold calling is the art of reaching out to homeowners for the intent to contact them and seeing if they want to sell their house. That is the point of cold calling. We're trying to find people that want to sell their house. We are not trying to close any sellers. That is what cold calling is. This is not a closing sellers thing. A lot of people get confused on this. This is not a thing for you to close sellers. Now, there are 4 proven steps for closing motivated sellers. There are 4 proven steps for calling motivated sellers. There's 4 proven steps for dispoing with dispoing your wholesaling real estate deals. There's 4 steps for pretty much anything. In wholesaling real estate, you can give me any concept. There's 4 steps to it. You want to learn how to do a subject to deal? There's 4 steps to it, right? In wholesaling real estate, there's just 4 steps pretty much to everything that I can break it all down. And cold calling motivated sellers is one of those examples. And so let's kind of break down our 4 steps for cold calling. Step number 1, pulling a list. Is this complicated? No, it's not. We have to get a list, and we've been talking about lists, right? Like especially lately, we've been talking about government lists and free lists and paid lists. Once we get that list, we're going to skip trace that list. After skip tracing on this, we get their phone number right. We're going to call that list. Now, this might be the step where everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Don't worry. I'm going to show you how to gain confidence talking to sellers too. I'm going to give you all the confidence you need to go out here and actually be the person you need to be to actually have conversations and start manning up and talking to sellers. And then on step 4, I'm going to show you exactly how to put the yeses in the CRM. Now, I know this is simple. Okay, like, whoa, Zach, you said you're doing a full breakdown on cold calling motivated sellers today. This seems, I don't know about this, Zach. This doesn't seem like your typical in-depth video. This seems really simple. The point is, I want you to understand that cold calling is extremely simple at its core. Like, stupid simple. I want you to understand this. We pick up our phone, we get wholesaling deals. This is what cold calling is. Everybody wants to sell you a crazy course, a crazy system. They want to sell you a script. It is not that crazy. All we're going to do is pull the list, skip trace the list, call the list, put the yeses in the CRM. This is an amazing system for getting leads and getting deals today. It's one of the fastest ways to get wholesaling real estate deals. Now, before we get started, we have to go over a few things. before we start calling motivated sellers. Number one, we have to know what kind of lead list we are going to be pulling and calling. This is very important. I see a lot of people just randomly try to call whatever they want. We got to be a little more organized with this, okay? And I've always said wholesaling real estate is battle. It is a fight. It is war, right? You cannot go into a battle without knowing what to do. Now, let me say this again. You cannot go to battle. You cannot go to war. You cannot go out here and fight just willy-nilly. Oh, I'm just going to run out here and do it. No, you have to have a plan of action. Because once you have that plan, you will execute that plan and you'll start getting results. So you have to ask yourself, what kind of leads I'm going to pull? Next, we're going to have to ask ourselves, how much time are we planning to call a week? Now, hey, if you're telling me, Zach, I only have 4 hours to cold call, that's okay. I mean, not the most ideal, but it's not the end of the world, in my opinion. Now, if you have 15, 20 hours, we can get a little better here. Like we got some good stuff here. We get some great deals doing this, right? We have to ask ourselves, what scripts are we going to be using? Now, I'm going to show you all the scripts and everything today. And then we also need to really know this, which I will break down today. I'll share with you. You need to know how to overcome common objections, and you have to know what they are. I think this is very, very important here, but we have to know what the most common objections in cold calling is and how we can overcome this for success. And then obviously, I am going to ask everybody this question. If you want, hey, I want to start cold calling, did you create an action plan? And I'm going to show you exactly how to create the perfect action plan today. So what are the best lists to pull and call? That's the first question we had, right? Like, what kind of leads should I be doing, right? Kind of saw this on day 8 of the 30 Wholesaling Challenge, and that's probably one of the most in-depth government list videos I've ever done. But I basically pulled and shared with you how to go after every government list, right? The water shutoffs, fire damaged properties, the pre-foreclosures. I don't want you to call pre-foreclosures, but I share with you how to do it in that video. The probates, arrest records, everything like that, right? Government lists still to this day are one of the greatest, and I cannot stress this, one of the greatest lists to be calling right now in wholesaling real estate, especially this year. Go after them. It's one of my favorite to call. Now, you can use lists from other data providers, right? And one thing I will tell you today is you can pull, for example, vacant lists. I think vacant lists are amazing lists to be going after. What I will tell you about pulling government lists, hold on for a second. And so we had a little microphone issue here. So let's just make sure we're all good. And all right, just going to give it a second, make sure the mic's all good here. Audio issues. Be a lot of people watching this.
What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here.
Ooh.
Is this complicated? No,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of static here. Hold on, give me a sec.
Let's move this over.
There we go. Okay. Hopefully that worked. If it didn't, whatever. We'll figure it out a little later. But let's kind of talk about vacants. So I like vacants. Here's the issue. A lot of vacant properties that you're going to wholesale are not as good as government lists. There we go. Well, what I'm going to tell you is vacant lists are not as good as government lists. This is it's an unfortunate fact in wholesaling real estate, right? If you're going out here and cold calling a vacant list, you're going to get worse results than cold calling a government lists. Okay. What I mean by this is if I pull 1,000 government lists and I pulled 1,000 vacant lists, what you're going to find is you are going to get more leads from the government list than you're going to get from the vacant list. That's just the truth. Why is that? Because any Joe Schmo, and I'm not saying anything bad about the softwares, but any Joe Schmo can go out here and pull a vacant list from listri.com, zachdata.com. They can go out here and use any of those softwares to go pull these leads. It's the unfortunate truth. So what we're going to have to do here is go after the leads that not many people are doing. So vacant list is one of my favorite ones out here too. Now, High equity is another one. This is a paid list, and it's not going to be your like best pound for pound list, but you got to remember, if you do big volume like I do, you're going to run out of government lists quick. You're going to run out of vacants really quick. And so the only one you have that you can do on a large scale that still produces really good results are going to be the vacant lists. So good. You're good to go. I love vacants for wholesaling real estate. I recommend more people go out here and pull them. I recommend a lot of people pull high equities, though, once you start running out of lists. There's usually an unlimited amount of those. Now, hands down, probably on par with government lists, probably better than the government list is going to be drawing for dollars. That was kind of yesterday's video. But really, this is on a different tier because this is a earned list. This is a list that you earn. This isn't a list that you pay for, right? This is a list you actually have to go out here and earn. This is a list where you actually have to go out here and make the work happen. You sit on your butt, get in your car, look for ugly looking houses. It's a lot better than a government list because you just can't pull a random one, right? You have to go out here and do it. So I love drawing for dollars. The next one here is going to be tired landlords. Guys, tired landlords is two type of lists. I think I've explained this before, but there's two tired landlords, right? There's a paid list tired landlord. So like regular like dmzac.com, right? They're going to have tired landlords, which is going to be a list of landlords that have owned real estate for a while. It's a good list. I would love to cold call that list. Now, the other tired landlord list is what we call the evictions. Now, the evictions list is going to be a list you get from the clerk of the court or it's a government type list. And these are people evicting their tenants. Like they're going to be tired of owning rentals, right? That isn't amazing. So they're a little different. The evictions are obviously going to be in the government list category and amazing. Tired landlords are going to be really good. They're going to be better than high equity, probably on par with vacant lists, but they're absolutely amazing. I think it's great. So best leads to call are going to be tired landlords too. Now, probably in the bottom of all these lists are going to be Zillow for sale by owners. I do mention it because I do see a lot of people get deals from Zillow for sale by owners. I see a lot. And it drives me crazy that people solely will only go after Zillow for sale by owners. What I'll tell you is you can cold call Zillow for sale by owners, but what I want you to understand about is cold calling the Zillow for sale by owner list is it is going to be your green beans for your steak dinner. All right. So if you look at a plate and we have a steak dinner, we have our steak, we have our mashed potatoes, we got our gravy, we got our drink, and then we have 4 green beans on the side. In cold calling for a meal, Zillow for sale by owners are the green beans. Okay. You are not going to go out here and get a full meal off of green beans. Stop. Oh, I'm only eating green beans. That's my dinner tonight. That's stupid. It's like if you have wings and the celery is your meal. Like, come on. Disgusting. No. All right. That is not what we're supposed to be doing here, okay? What you should be doing instead is adding it on the meal, but not doing it full-time. I see a lot of people full-time do it because it's probably one of the easiest lists to get because you just go in Zillow for sale by owner, call them. And people get perpetually stuck because they're scared to grow. They're scared to do anything else. It drives me crazy. Zillow for sale by owners are great. Not the only list to do. Now, what specific what specific government lists do I like? I'm going to say code violations. Code violations are probably the top one to call. On top of that, the probates. Oh, I love probates. Guys, hands down, probably best pound for pound lead source you're going to find. Probates. Next here are going to be the tax liens, the credit card debt lien. It is a credit card debt list, and then the IRS debt liens. So if a seller has a lien from not paying their property taxes, their state taxes, their federal taxes from the IRS, or on credit cards. So if they're not paying their credit cards, you can get a lien list from there. Absolutely amazing. Next, water shutoffs. I love water shutoffs. I'm telling you right now, most people get some flack trying to pull this list. This is an amazing list to be going after, and I absolutely love the water shutoffs. Next here are going to be fire damage properties. Again, nobody likes pulling fire damage properties for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't understand it. Like the house went on fire. The motivation is skyrocketing. But most people don't want to do it. I don't know why. Love fire damage properties. Now we know the list to pull. We have to create our action plan. Now, An action plan is going to be basically two budgets that we kind of create together. You can put this on your Google Calendar, Sheets, whatever type of organization you do, but we have to create two types of budgets here. We have to make a time budget and a money budget. So in wholesaling real estate, we have two resources. We have time and we have money. Hope you guys really understand this, okay? You have to have two budgets here. You have a time budget and then you have a money budget. One thing that you have to know here is that time is going to be way more valuable than money. I think everyone pretty much knows that, right? The richest 90-year-old in the world will trade anything to be with a broke 30-year-old, right? And so we know time is way more valuable than money. That being said, it is still important to know what money we have and how we can use it in wholesaling real estate. And so what I'll tell everybody is if you want to figure out how much time you have for the month, divide that for the weekly basis and what you're going to do. So for example, what I like to do is if you work a 9-to-5 job, you should, for your marketing in general, this is just as not even cold calling too, you should divide your week into whatever it is. So if I'm working 9-to-5, maybe I'm going to pull lists from 7 to 8. Maybe I'm going to do some research follow-ups at 8 to 9. Okay. And then from 6 to 7 p.m., I'm going to cold call 5 days a week. So that's 5 hours of calling, which is great. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do drawing for dollars, reverse drawing for dollars for 2 hours from 10 a.m. to noon. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. It's like 12 hours a week for wholesaling marketing or wholesaling. I mean, not terrible, but anybody with a 9-to-5 job can make that happen, right? They can make that sacrifice. Now, you might be like, okay, I can budget $100 a month or $130 a month for dmzac.com. I can budget $0 a month because I'm broke, or $50 for the month for gas for drawing for dollars, whatever you want. But still have that money budget and then go out here and create your time budget. So make sure you know what you're going to spend time-wise for the month and what you're going to have time-wise for the week. Same thing with money for the month and for the week. Create that budget and stick to the plan. This is really important. Once you create that plan, you stick to the plan. Okay? So if I say, hey, I'm drawing for dollars on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 12, that is when you do it. You do not do it. You made a commitment to yourself. This, like guys, we're changing your life. You're here to change your life. Once you stick to it, to a schedule, you stick to it. Discipline will create freedom in this business. You must become disciplined. You must stay consistent. You must be that guy that comes in there every single day, does the work, even when he doesn't want to do it. It's called discipline. It's what we have to start doing. Create that action plan and stick to it. Now, I want to make another bold statement that your wholesaling guru ain't going to tell you. You have to use a dialer. Now you might be like, Zach, I don't have money for a dialer. There's free dialers. So I don't want to hear that stupid nonsense from you. So the best dialers, if you have no money at all, is going to be Google Voice. And if you want a paid dialer, ZachDialer.com is the best dialer out here. So if you want to pay for a dialer, I'm going to tell you ZachDialer.com. If you want a free dialer, I'll say use Google Voice. Now, some people don't like the Zach dialer. That's fine. If you don't like it, it's got skip tracing in it, whatever. And the Drawing for Dollars app and all that great stuff. What I will tell you to do is if you don't like that dialer, you can use Call Tools, which is actually probably my second favorite dialer right now. Number 3 is going to be Mojo Dialer. And then Batch Dialer is going to be number 4. Not bad. And then what I'll say is anything outside of that's probably starts kind of not doing well, right? So I would maybe Ready Mode, possibly. But like those are all the dialers. And so I'll tell you my favorite auto dialer right now is going to be ZachDialer.com. Favorite one for free is going to be Google Voice. And what I'm going to do is kind of show you today what they look like. So it makes it a little easier for you how to do like a free dialer. Because I don't think a lot of wholesalers know how to organize their lists for a free dialer. So I think that's pretty important too. And so let's break this here. So Google Voice for a free dialer, and then for a paid dialer, dmzac.com. That's it. Simple and easy as that. And so remember, you must use a dialer. You have no choice here. You have to use a dialer. All right. So let's break this all down on step by step. So we talked about step 1, pull your list. If you still don't know how to pull a government list, if you still don't know how to pull a vacant list from any of the softwares, if you still don't know how to drive for dollars or anything like that, what I'm going to tell you to do is go to freewholesaling.com. Now, there is a 30-day wholesaling challenge in freewholesaling.com that is actively going on today. Check it out. It's all in there. Go to Flipboard channel, go to playlists. We have plenty of playlists for our 30-day wholesaling challenge that should kind of get everyone up to date. Now, freewholesaling.com is still the best place. It's my free real estate wholesaling course. You literally see it on the bottom right-hand corner right there. It's my $5,000 course I give for free that we update pretty much every single month. That is it. We're doing a big update right now as we speak on this. It's absolutely amazing. So if you need to know how to pull lists, just go to freewholesaling.com. Now, to skip trace your list, getting sellers' phone numbers. This is a very important one. If we don't have someone's phone number, we can't reach out to them and call them, right? Pretty simple. So how are we going to reach out to these sellers and get a wholesaling deal if we don't have the number? We got to get their number, right? So if you have no money and you want to reach out, so let's say we pull 100 drawing for dollars leads, how do we get their number? I have no money for any of these softwares, so what am I going to do? Now, back in the day, you used to not have any of this stuff, so this is pretty cool. But if you have no money, I would say, number one, I would try out a website called truepeoplesearch.com. You can screenshot this here, truepeoplesearch.com. The next one is spelled very incorrectly. I have no idea how that came there. Sorry about that. Let me, let's, how did that get there? Whatever. All right, let me put this in the, let me kind of fix this up a little. There we go. Right here. cyberbackgroundchecks.com. So it's right there. It's called cyberbackgroundchecks.com is number 2. Sorry about that typo, but cyberbackgroundchecks.com is one of my favorite ways to find someone's phone numbers. Quick story on cyber background checks, why I love it so much. People used to call me. Like last year, I used to get like 4 or 5 calls a day from, is this Ginn? I'm like, yeah, how do you get my number? There's no, I've tried every paid skip tracing service. They got none of my stuff. And they're like, well, I use this website called Cyber Background Checks, and it has your home address and everything. I'm like, they're like, you have a nice house. I'm like, how do you have my house? Hey, whoa. Then they're like, I just searched Zach Ginn, and it just popped up. Dang. And so I went there, and everyone, what's the first thing I did? I instantly searched every wholesaling guru I could find. And the ones that I thought that were fake, they all lived in their mom's basement, which I thought. Or they live in their mom's room. That's why when they, quick tangent on gurus. Some gurus that sell courses, if they record videos and it looks like it's a bedroom and there's no bathroom in there, they're living with their parents and they're in a spare bedroom, FYI, and recording wholesaling videos about how they make millions wholesaling. Let's not get into that for a second. But what I can tell you is I looked up all the gurus and all their information. Some gurus had nice houses, but most of them were not that good. You guys probably live in better houses than that. So cyberbackgroundchecks.com. White pages is good. DMing sellers is another way you can get or reach out to them without getting their phone number. Facebook's pretty good for this, and stuff like Craigslist. Now, if you have some money and you want to, let's say you have 5,000 leads to call and you're looking to do like a big shot, I will tell you is dmzac.com is probably your best bang for your buck for skip tracing, because it's I think it's $129 a month, and basically it comes with unlimited skip tracing. That's pretty cool. It's really good, and it's basically free and unlimited there. So that's awesome. And so boom, good to go. Also, you can use listrei.com. If you have to get a listrei.com subscription, and then you pay about 12 cents a record after that. Very good skip tracing. And then zacday.com, you get a subscription, and then it's about 13 to 15. Actually, never mind. They just changed the prices. Let's go to zacday.com. I think it just let's go to zacday.com really quick. They just they updated the pricing. I'm pretty sure it's at 8 cents now. Let's get here. Also comes with 250 skips, which is pretty cool. 9 cents. Okay. So it's 9 cents for, there we go. So it's 9 cents now. So let me get this right here. Let me correct this one for a second. Sorry about that. There we go. So zacday.com is going to be 250 free. and then it's going to be 9 cents. So that's a pretty good deal. And by far, ZachData.com has the greatest skip tracing I have found. Now, if you're balling on a budget and you want the best bang for your buck, I would say DMZach.com by far. But if you're got a lot of leads and like it's really important to get the best skip tracing, ZachData.com is there. Now, step 3, we are going to be cold calling the list. Now, this is when we get spicy. This is when we start closing deals. This is where we start doing well, right? We're going to go out here and cold call the list. Now, let's break down my $1 million cold calling script. This is really important, guys and gals. I have a script for cold calling that is hands down the best script for wholesaling real estate. Now, I try to warn people before I give you the script, because when I give people my script, people say this: "Whoa, that's bad. I need the advanced one from my guru who says, this is Zach with Zach Home Solutions, and we're a financial company that we're looking to acquire more real estate for the hedge fund and investment opportunities." I want you to understand, I've been wholesaling for almost 8 years now. Over 2,000 wholesaling real estate deals, coming up 3,000 soon. I want you to understand that after doing all these deals and all this cold calling, I have tried every single script known to man. I have tried every single one. The financial services, I'm a hedge fund. Let me speak to my financing department. I've tried it all. I've tried the big shot, the little shot, I'm just a guy looking to buy a house, the script, the out of the blue. I've tried them all. What I'll tell you is in 7 years, I've developed the perfect script that makes millions of dollars, that doesn't sound like a guru. If you ever listen to any guru script, it's really bad. The free scripts that they give are free for a reason. They want you to use the script, not get results, and say, dang, I need to go buy the cold calling guy's course because this just isn't working. The guru scripts that you are given are meant to fail you. The scripts that you're given are meant for you to not succeed. I want you to understand this. They are given to you on purpose so you fail. The ones I'm giving you are the ones that actually work in my company. So it's stupid simple. The reason why it's stupid simple, before you start rolling your eyes, getting off the video, the reason why it's stupid simple is because when I have my VAs and they have accents, they can use it and they don't really sound like they have accents when they say this, because it's short, simple, sweet, and to the point. And it gets 100% of wholesaling deals filtered out. So you got to understand, if you're making 1,000 cold calls, probably at 950 are going to be not deals, not motivated sellers, not good at all. 950 out of 1,000 pretty much. That means you only ever want to reach out to 50 people that actually are interested in selling their house for cash. And I found just a simple 2 questions to ask a seller, and you'll get 100% of the 50 people and none of the people that don't want to sell. Sounds pretty cool, right? Let me break down my $1 million cold calling script. The first question: hello, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? That's what you ask. Hello, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Yeah, this is the owner. The reason, first and foremost, and now I can get really advanced with this. The reason, this sounds stupid simple and really dumb, but this is a 2-pronged, super complicated question I just asked you. Number 1, this is really important, okay? I asked this question because I want to make sure, first and foremost, I'm actually reaching the owner, right? I don't want to reach the sister, the brother, whatever. I want to make sure this is the real person that owns the house. Confirm that, number 1. Make sure skip tracing is good. Number 2, it throws them off. Most wholesaling cold calls start by saying, hello, this is Zach, and we want to see if you're looking to sell your house. You got to remember, when Joe in Louisville, Kentucky is sitting on his recliner, let me get my recliner. When Joe's sitting on his recliner watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians with his wife, he's interested. What's Chloe doing, right? Did she just get new plastic surgery? This is what they're looking at. This is life. This is the most interesting thing going on in my life right now. What's Khloe Kardashian doing? And they're sitting down and they are locked in. Same thing as, this other guy, Jonathan. Jonathan's sitting down watching the big game, right? He's a New York Jets fan, and this year's our year. And he's excited. It's Thursday Night Football. He's really excited. He's ready to watch Zach Wilson throw another interception. And he's sitting down on his couch, drinking his beer, eating his whatever, and he's sitting down watching the game. And he gets a call. Who in the world is calling me? I have to watch my Jets. I need to watch what Khloe Kardashian's doing. What in the world? I don't even know this phone number. This isn't in my contacts. Who is this? What do they want? They answer it because it could be a doctor, right? It could be a long-lost family member. Who could it be? They pick it up, but instantly in their mind, they are thinking, this is a scam. How do I get off the phone as quick as possible so I can go watch my Kardashians or watch the Jets lose again? That's their first question in their mind. How do I get off this dang phone? Because they want to say, is this a doctor or an emergency? Or can I just go back to my Kardashians? That is how most Americans are. Now, if we're talking about young people, they're scrolling on TikTok, like, dopamine hit, dopamine. They're like, let me watch the cat video. That's what they're doing. They're on TikTok, and they get a phone call. Huh? I want to go back to watching my TikToks, my satisfying cutting videos for bread. I don't know. I don't know. Is that what suburban moms do? I don't know. So they want to get off because they want to go back to TikTok and watch their ASMR. They pick up the phone and they're like, hello, who is this? Is this an emergency? This is my kid. And a lot of people say no one answers their phone, so they don't know they do. It could be the school, right? It could be something going on at school for the kids. It could be a teacher calling them. And so they're like, how do I get off the phone so I go back to my TikToks? And if you ask them, are you looking to sell your house? First, you sound like a salesman. They're like, screw you. I don't want to talk to you. And this is where most wholesalers screw up in cold calling because you don't understand what it's like to be on the other line of this, at the other end of this. They're watching their show, they're watching their TikTok, they're zoning out, right? How do I get the scammer off? He's just trying to sell me something, right? That's what most people when they pick up the phone are doing. And so what you have to do is get them out of that mode because when they answer the phone, they're like, how do I get the scammer? No. Get away from me. I want to go watch my game. That's what most people are doing. What you have to do is mentally throw them off. So if you say, hello, this is your cardiologist. Oh, what's going on, right? And then they're like alert because now they're not in sales mode. They're not in what mode, right? They're like, what's going on? So if you start the line by saying, you're looking to sell your house? No. Click, gone. You lose. You're done. Even if they might be even thinking about it, they want to go watch their game. The reason this sentence works so well is because they're like, whoa, how does this guy know my address? What's going on? Is this the cops? Like, what is going on here? Am I in trouble? Right? Yeah, interesting, right? They think, what's going on here? Is this my mortgage? What's going on? And so once you ask them if they're the owner of their personal house, they're like, whoa. And now they're not in no mode. Remember, if they're the owner of the house, what did they say after that? Do they say yes or no? Yeah, yes, I'm the owner of the house. You just threw your seller off from no mode. Now they pause the Kardashians. What's going on here? And you got to remember, statistically, there's a lot of psychological analysis. If you ask somebody 10 questions, and so let's say the last question is, do you like hamburgers? And the person hates hamburgers, right? If you ask them 9 questions, like, is your name Zach? Yes. Do you like wholesaling? Yes. Do you, are the Dolphins your favorite football team? Yes. And you ask them, do you like hamburgers? If you've said yes multiple times, on the last question where you're inclined to say no, you're statistically about, I think, 50% more inclined to say yes. Because if you say yes, and somebody asks you a question after that, you're more inclined to say yes because you're kind of in a yes mode. Now, if you say no, same thing. You're more inclined to say no on that one question. And so If you ask somebody if they're looking to sell their property, they're more inclined to say yes after they already said yes to something else. Crazy, right? And so what I'll tell you is asking them if they're the owner of 123 Main Street throws them off and puts them into yes mode. And now they're not in a hang up mode, right? Kind of crazy. It's true. So what I'm going to tell you to do is ask them that. Now they're in yes mode. Then we hit them with, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question. Are you interested in selling that property? Game, set, and match. Game, set, and match. That is how you get really rich cold calling. Your VAs can get really good at it. It's not that complicated for them to learn. You can make a ton of money in this business. That's why I absolutely love cold calling. And most people don't like it because they don't know how to do it the right way. Cold calling is the best, guys. Now, screenshot this if you want. This is all in wholesaling.com. But this is my $1 million cold calling script. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? And yes or yes. Well, hey, this is Zach. I just had a quick question. Are you interested in selling the property? That's it. Easy and simple. I don't know why wholesalers overcomplicate this, but that is it. Simple. That is my script. Now, you are going to get objections and you're going to get questions usually. And these are really objections that if you don't know how to answer them, you're going to fail. They could be a good deal, but if they have an objection, you can't answer it, you're done. And so your most common objection is going to be, who is this and what do you want? All right. That's it. Most people get that question. They get thrown off like crazy. All right. They get thrown off like crazy. Who is this? What do you want? Most wholesalers, when they get asked that, they're like, what? I'm looking to buy houses. They don't know what to say. They're not used to that pressure. You got to know when somebody asks you, who is this? What do you want? You have to be extremely clear. You have to be extremely focused on who you are, what you want, and why you're doing it. I've said this a million times. And so when somebody asks you, who is this and what do you want? Hey, my name is Zach. Me and my partner, we're looking to buy a couple houses in the area for cash. Are you looking to sell it? Simple. It's clear, quick, concise, and to the point. I will tell you this. Once you start acting like above other people, what I mean by this is you start, we're an advanced hedge fund, a solutions company. You have to speak at like a 5th grade reading level. Like make it simple, make it easy for them to understand, and get to the point. Now, this objection in cold calling makes me want to throw a chair off a roof. It drives me crazy. They say, I would sell my house, but where would I move to? Bro, this question, man, can't do it. I throws me into a tizzy. Throws me crazy. Nothing makes me want to punch the wall more than this thing. I would sell my house, but where would I move to? When somebody asks me that, I always say, well, Mr. Seller, when we buy your house, you get cash for it. And usually it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most people, when they get cash, when they sell a house, they use that money to go buy another house. So you can move anywhere you want. You could stay in the same city. You could go to Colorado. It's really up to you. Simple. Or you use that money to rent something. You know, I'm not your dad. And so that's what I say. I mean, it's not complicated. Well, we give you cash for the house. And so people usually use that money to go buy another place or rent something out. So you could stay wherever you want. It's up to you. Now, this is one that a lot of people can't handle. I don't know why. But this is one where, again, you have to be super, super concise. You have to be super ready to answer. And you can't have any stuttering or you can't have any, what? You can't do any of that when somebody asks you this. Who are you? What do you want? What's your offer? Oh my gosh, man. Like I'm telling you, I've told you this in Florida, when I used to cold call 5 hours a day, I used to get these guys from Brooklyn. All right. Real Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx, man. That's how they spoke. And they're really nice. People from Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, right? They are the sweetest and nicest people. I'll tell you this. Now, they come off a little aggressive. But that's just how they are. Gotta love them. They come off very aggressive, and it's their personality sometimes. Not all of them, but most old men from Brooklyn are. They are like, pop, 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 pop. And they don't sugarcoat things. I'll tell you that. And so I'm used to it, right? And so a lot of it is, who are you? What's your offer? Tell me your offer right now. Give me your offer. And it used to throw a lot of people off. And it used to throw me off a little bit in the beginning too. But now I know for about 5 years, I've been able to answer it really easily. 6. So someone's like, what's your offer? What's your offer? What's your offer? I say, whoa. Hey, Mr. Seller, I would love to give you an offer right now. But let me just ask you one really quick question. Yeah. What? Do you own a car? Yeah, I own a car. Well, when you bought the car, did you test drive it? Yeah, I test drove the car before I bought it. Well, Mr. Seller, that's what I need to do. Like, obviously, I would love to go out here and give you an offer right now for your house like you're asking me to do, but that means I wouldn't be a man of my word. And so when I go out here and give somebody an offer, my word is my bond. Like, that is my offer, and I do not change up on my word. That is who I am, and that's just how I was raised. I bet you're probably the same way. Yeah, I'm like that too. My word is very important to me. And so what I have to do is I have to kind of test drive the house, right? I have to go to the house, see it, feel it, look at it, right? Because there's just a lot of things going on in real estate, right? I got to check on the roof. I got to see the repairs and all these things. And unfortunately, I have to go see the house, feel it, smell it, look at it, so I can get an actual estimate on how much I have to put in work on the house to make it look good so I can go out here and rent it out, or if I have to go and resell it. Oh, the house is in perfect condition. Okay, well, if it's in perfect condition, it should be a lot easier to make an offer, but I still have to go see it, Let's go around the neighborhood, look at it, and just kind of see exactly how much I can get in rent for it so we can figure out exactly what the offer is. What's a good time for me to come by and actually see the house? And that's a little long-winded, but what I'm saying is a lot of those Brooklyn guys are, they're very nice. They're to their word, and their word is their bond, which is really important. The thing is, a lot of people don't know how to get rid of that objection. Oh, just give me a ballpark figure. I can't give you one. I'm a man of my word. When I give an offer, I give an offer. It drives me crazy. I would love to tell you, if someone's just screaming at you, what's your offer, just put them off the phone. But when I started answering these objections, I used to start getting people, oh, you can come by 4 o'clock. I used to get wholesaling deals doing that. And so when someone's like that, it's not because they hate you or they're super aggressive, right? Or they're trying to scream at you. It's a legit thing. And some people just come off that crazy. I'm just being honest with you. So you just got to, I call it the car analogy, but say, hey, have you ever bought in a car before? Yeah. Well, do you test drive it? Yeah, of course. Same thing. I need to go and see the house first before I give you an offer. And then you throw it off because they're aggressive towards you. Now you got to go on the offensive and you have to say, well, it's a good time for me to come by and see the house. Easy. Usually that gives you the best answer for that objection. Now, I'm going to tell you this. In wholesaling real estate, the number one thing is offers, right? I've been saying this forever. Offers, 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 offers. And so to get an offer, you must do a lot of marketing. And here's that problem. I don't want to spoil this. Okay. Well, when I tell people the most important thing in wholesaling is offers, the first thing people do is they go out here and they try to make offers to every single living person on earth. And that's not how you close sales, right? We're going to get into acquisitions in the challenge later. But what I'll tell you is you have to filter people out. And so, like I said before, if I call 1,000 people and I get 950 yeses, that's 50 yeses, right? That means I'm not getting 50 deals, all right? Like, I'm not getting 50 deals from calling 1,000 sellers. You're going to find about 40 out of 50 are not appointments or even worth even looking at for wholesaling real estate. They're not even good wholesaling deals. You might be very upset at me saying that. But the truth here is about 20% of yeses are actually going to be decent wholesaling real estate deals. And that is not a bad thing. I want you guys to understand this. That is not a bad thing here. We have to filter things out. So when I get those 10 sellers in the month, those are people I can close 70, 80% of the time because they are super, super motivated, super filter out so I know exactly if they're good at wholesaling deal or not. Now, what did I tell you is the most important thing for cold calling? What is the sole goal for cold calling motivated sellers? The sole goal, the sole reason for cold calling motivated sellers is to get a yes. All right. The yes is the most important thing for cold calling. Once we get a yes, it kind of goes to acquisitions. But you kind of still want to have a conversation with them. You don't want to close them because closing is the art of turning a yes into a contract. So the art of cold calling is going from a who are you or a hello to a yes, I want to sell my house. So let's say this from the top. Marketing. The point of marketing is to go from I don't know you to yes, I'm looking to sell my house. Acquisitions is yes, I'm looking to sell my house to a signed contract. And then dispositions is a signed contract to a sold contract. That is wholesaling real estate in 15 seconds, right? And so once we get a yes, somebody is looking to sell their house. What we want to do on that phone call is this isn't closing. We're just getting some information. We want to go out here and qualify these sellers, all right? Really see if they're going to be good wholesaling deals or bad. And so there are 4 basic questions for figuring out if somebody's actually if a yes is a wholesaling deal or not. Number 1, ask them motivation. Hey, Mr. Seller, why are you looking to sell the property? What do you mean? That's a personal question. I always get that. I get that a lot. That's a personal question. Well, the reason why I'm asking you is I'm trying to say, is there like a massive issue with the house? Like, for example, we bought a house recently where the guy wanted to sell. He said he didn't know why he wanted to sell, and it ended up being termites on the house. And so, like, is there termites at your house? No, there's no termites in my house. Oh, okay. I'm just asking because, I mean, there's usually a reason why somebody wants to sell. Either there's termites, there's mold, the roof's leaking, right? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm like, no, I want to sell because of X, Y, and Z. That's how you squeeze motivation from somebody that was going to give it to you. Motivation's good. Next is we want to go over condition. We're going to say, hey, Mr. Seller, can you tell me a little bit more about the property? How's the roof, AC, any repairs that have to be done on the house, right? Condition is super, super important here. Number 3 here is time frame. Mr. Seller, in the ideal world, when would be the most ideal time frame for you to sell the house? The most ideal time for you to sell the house would be within a month, a week, a year. When is it? Then last but not least is price. Hey, Mr. Seller, do you have a ballpark range what you need to sell the property for? Simple as that. Those are the 4 questions we have to ask our motivated sellers to figure out if they're good deals or not. Easy, simple, works like a charm. Now, step 4 is, I'm looking to sell my house, decent reasons. What we're going to do is put it in our CRM. As you saw on day 2 of the 30 Wholesaling Challenge, we taught you how to do CRMs and Podio and all that stuff. So what you're going to do is, after you ask the 4 questions, you're going to tell the seller, you're going to look up some information about the property, talk it over with your partner, and we'll give you a call back tomorrow and see a good time for us to come by and see the property. Simple as that. Then we put the lead in the CRM, call them back, and we get deals. Simple and easy as that. That is how you put the lead in the CRM and get wholesaling deals. Now, let's talk about what separates good versus bad cold callers, okay? Confidence. That is it. Cannot stress this enough. What separates somebody who's really good at cold calling and somebody who's really bad at cold calling? Confidence. Now, can anybody tell me the definition of confidence? Zach Ginn's definition of confidence. Pretty simple to me. Okay. So what my definition of confidence is, we got a blank. There's no one in the room here. So my definition of confidence is a belief in the words you say. That is what confidence is. Or a belief in yourself if it's like confidence to, run. I don't know. That is it. Confidence is a belief in the words you say. And so that means what makes a good versus bad cold caller? If I'm somebody who believes in what I say, I'm good at cold calling. If I'm somebody who doesn't believe in what I say, I'm going to have some triggers. So, for example, if I lie to you and say, I can't even lie about this. I think buying a $5,000 wholesaling course is a good idea. Right? Like I'm lying. Like I sound a little worse. And if I say, I believe buying a $5,000 wholesaling course is a really bad idea. I know it sounds a little tiny, but there are little cues in the words I say. My pitch is off. I'm not comfortable saying that I think buying a $5,000 wholesaling guru course is a good idea. I needed a high-end pitch when I said that, right? Because I'm really bad at lying. And so what I'll tell you is, saying the truth, you sound smooth, you sound confident, you have authority. Easy and simple as that. So you might be asking yourself, like, how do I gain confidence? Well, first of all, a belief in the words you say will help you the most. But a lot of people have to create that belief. And most people create that belief with confidence and repetition. Now, you can get instant confidence in wholesaling. That is true. If you really believe. So if I believe, hey, I'm looking to buy your house, me and my partner. If you have a good partner or a cash buyer, believe in the words you say. I don't know why you don't believe that. If your partner has $1 million in the bank, you should believe that statement. Experience and repetition will help you out a lot too. A lot of people are nervous talking to sellers. They don't believe what they say, or they're a little scared of what someone's going to say. Next is knowing your objections. You're like, oh, what if he says this? Now you're scared. You don't sound scared at all if you know how to answer the objections, which we told you how to do today. Having a cash buyer on deck is really good. So a lot of people get scared of saying, me and my partner are ready to buy houses or rentals. If you have a buyer on deck, you're saying the dang truth. You're going to be fine, right? Having that buyer on deck is going to be really important for us, especially when it comes to getting deals done and having a lot of success. Now, knowing the script is going to be really important too. What I will tell you is having the script kind of memorized is always best. You can also print out the script, have it there, have it on your phone, have your own computer and just look at it. It's fine too. But knowing your script, being simple with it's good to go. And then last but not least, obviously, is having a belief in your ability to buy the house with a cash buyer. Let's talk about this. Having a belief that you can actually buy the house with you and the buyer. That is how you gain an insane amount of confidence. Now, on top of this too, when you're cold calling, there are some things out of your control. One of these things are going to be spam. How many know if your phone number is spam or not? Best way is just call your dialing number, your cold calling number. That's it. You'll figure out if you're spam or not if your phone pops up spam. That is very important for us here. So make sure you pop it up there and you'll know if you're spam or not. Now, voicemails. This is a controversial statement. Voicemails for cold calling is very important, I would say. Now, if you're using like call tools or another type of dialer, what I'm going to tell you here is if you're not using dmzach.com, just drop a recorded message, something like, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. If you're going out here and you are cold calling and you're using like a single line dialer, like a Google Voice, just say, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. If you're using dmzach.com, you can drop AI voicemails if you want to. But voicemails are really important. They are the new text messages. I want everybody to understand this. Voicemails are the new text messages. People read the transcripts, you're good to go. Now, a lot of people ask me, Zach, why is your voicemail so simple? Why is it so simple? The reason why my voicemail is so simple is because if this is, hey, this is Zach, and I was looking to buy your property for cash. Please give me a call back if you're looking to sell it. You get no calls backs. None. You'd be salesy. I don't know. They won't call you back. You want to invoke curiosity. You want to get the person on the phone. You want to get the fish to bite the hook. You want that to happen. And so you are more likely to get calls back if you say, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Like, oh, who is that? Huh. What's the question about it? Interesting, right? Could this be my long lost lover from high school? Who could this be? Could this be I don't know, Patrick Mahomes? I don't know. And they always, curiosity is very interesting with human beings, and it's another psychological trick. They'll call and they're very curious about it. And so that's really important too. Now, I'll tell you this, A lot of people are like, Zach, but what if they call me back on the voicemail? Ah! That's what they do. I'm not kidding. I get 5,000 comments about this. I get DMs about this all the stinking time. And so what I want to do is cut these questions, and I'm gonna send this video to everyone who says this. Okay. If somebody calls you back on a voicemail, that's good. That's what we want. So what we're gonna say is, hey, yeah, I was actually calling a couple properties in the area. My partner drove by it, and we're just looking to buy some houses. We're looking to buy another rental. Or you looking to sell your house? That's too simple. And so the funny thing is, a lot of people, they get a call back from the voicemail or even from a sticky note from Reverse Trying for Dollars. And they'll be like, hi, I just got a call. I'm calling you back. Yeah, hey, this is Zach. I was actually calling a couple people in the area. My partner drove by some houses near one of his rentals, and he's looking to buy another one. And we're just looking to see if you're looking to sell your house for cash. Is that complicated? Is that advanced? You don't even have to know the person's, but how do you know my address? Well, my partner gave me a list of a bunch of properties he drove by, so I know exactly your address. But if you're looking to sell it, I can go look it up and see if it's a right fit for us. Simple as that. And then they ask, what's my address? Or I get this. Oh my gosh, man. I get that. What color's my front door? I have no idea. My partner's the one who drove by it, not me. Right? And so using the partner is really good too. And then just saying that is the best script for inbound. That's my voicemail callback script. Now, we're going to have to organize your single line dialing with Google Voice. I think Google Sheets is probably going to be your best bet for this. And I'll show you how to do that. So let's kind of organize this the right way. So let's see. Get the spreadsheet popped up here. There we go. Okay. So let's move this to the top right-hand corner. There we go. Okay, so if I'm using Google Voice to cold call, what I want to do is organize all my data into a master list. And so what you're going to find here is organize this. So I'm just going to call this like my cold calling list for the month, right, of July or August or December. I don't know, whatever you want to do, right? And so what you're going to do is organize it like this. First name, last name, property address, property city, property zip, and then phone number 1. Let's do phone number 2. That's it. A lot of people are like, wait, what? Yeah, that's it. Simple. And so let me show you this. So let's say we got this, right? We got John Smith, 123 Main Avenue, Miami. Oh, I forgot state. Bozo. There we go. And I'll put 305, blah, 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 blah. Number 786, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And so let's make this generic and just, okay, come Juan Santos. And I just do like Sarah, Holly, I have no idea. And then we'll do like John Adams. Okay. So just for example, think these are different phone numbers, right? And this is going to be my single line dialing thing. Okay. Interesting, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and call this guy on Google Voice. Boom. I'm going to copy, paste. And so what I do is this is my cold calling system for like Google Voice. What I like to do is I'll have like my 500 drive for dollars leads, whatever it is, right? And so what I'm going to do here is I'm a color coder. So you can put result here too. You can just do like result if that's how you want to do it. But really results need to be one or two things, right? It's either a yes, I want to sell, an A, no answer, right? Voicemail given, or no, right? Simple as that. I mean, most of your calls are going to be that, right? Also, on top of this, let's do another one. Possibly it can be on a FU, which is follow up. I know it sounds funny, but it's follow up, right? Or you put F, you can do like this if it sounds bad, like follow up. I don't know. So it can be this. And so I like color coordinating things because it just makes my brain, I don't know how my brain works, just makes it easier. I like organization. So if this person says, yes, I'm looking to sell my house, I'm going to color coordinate this green. Make it dark green. He wants to sell, yay! If he does not answer it, I'm going to put that as like no answer is going to be like a purple. No answer. This one I left a voicemail. So we're going to do like a dark purple. I don't know. See, I can't read that one. So we'll do the purple shade. There we go. Make that light. And we'll make that one voicemail. Make that like I don't know. Like a light pink, violet. I don't know. This person said no. Okay, red. We're gonna do like a light shade of red. Nope. Nope. No. This person doesn't want to sell. Red. Follow up. We're gonna put this on a yellow. Okay. That's how I like to do it. I mean, simple. It's detailed, color coordinated. That's kind of how I do it. And then I just do my cold calling list for the month. I don't overcomplicate it. I don't make it too crazy. This is how I do it. Now, you can do click to calls and you can use like an auto 1-2. That is another one I will tell you to do. So let me pop it up. Free. There is a way. Let me get the link on there. Now, I will share this with you because I think the people need to know this. Oops. Let me go check in on this part because usually it does work. Hold on. Hold on. ps//ctrctr.iq.org/. I think this will work. Hold on. Let me make sure this is working here. I think the click to call's not working anymore. Let's see. Oh, they banned it. Dang it. Dang, those people drive me crazy. Let's do Google free dialer. I think the link still works. I gotta figure this out for a second. It should be in here. There we go. There. Oh, I got it. Okay. So it's HTTPS. Hold on, guys. Stay patient because this is gonna change your life. And then we put the phone number on there, right? // Still not working. Dang. Yeah, I guess they moved it. Let me go see if it works really quick. That used to be a hack. The hack does not work anymore. Dang it. There used to be a hack where you just click the call. Tried my luck here. It hasn't been working, but I was hoping it was going to come back today. Dang it. No big deal. So we just do a click to call thing on there. You can do a link to Google Voice too. Let me do this too. Let's go do a Google Voice Click to call link Google Sheets. Try to find the hyperlink. Okay, it said this one will work. Dang it, still not working. No big deal. That is how you organize your Google Sheets. No big deal. Try a little hack here, it didn't work. Next here, we got to know our numbers. And what I mean by this is when we are using our free dialer or even a paid dialer, we're still going to have to know our numbers. And what I mean by this is we're going to have to know our KPIs, or what we call our key performance indicators. So when I'm dialing, I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of questions. Zach, I'm calling. I need help. I got to know, number one, what's your contact rate? That is your rate of how many people pick up versus how many you call. So if I called 100 people and 20 people picked up, said hello, the 20% contact rate. We got to know how many calls we made, how many voicemails we put in, and how many calls dropped. I would say also know how many calls you make an hour and how many yeses in an hour, or how many yeses in 100 hours you get to get a yes in the CRM. Now, organize your dialer. Again, separate your lists, have a master list for the month, and make your schedule. Simple and easy as that. So now it's time to go out here and get calling. That is how you cold call, motivate sellers right now in wholesaling real estate. What I want to do is just show you really quick the paid dialer we have. Just kind of see what it looks like. So a lot of people don't really see the inside of dialers on YouTube anymore. I think it's kind of weird. So let me show you the dialer. It's called ZachDialer.com, and we'll do a little calling. As long as YouTube doesn't take the video down, it should be good. So let's see if YouTube's going to take down my video or not. We'll do experiment. Guys, let me know in the comments, what list should I be calling, and I'll call it for you. So let's do Knoxville. Let's do Knoxville, Tennessee. Let's call a list in Knoxville. All right, let's do the tired landlord list in Knoxville. So I go here, I go to quick list. I'm going to go to tired landlords. Click that. That was Knoxville. Okay, let's pop it up. There we go. Okay. Knox County, Tennessee. How many properties is that? Let's do single family. Let's just make it quick. 8,000. Jeez Louise. All right, let's do estimated equity percent. Greater than or equal to 55. Let's make sure that, let's see. Number of properties owned is less than or equal to 3. Don't want a crazy landlord on here. We want to make sure that, get rid of that. Owner type. Let's do not corporate owned. I think that's good. Let's build a list. About 2,000, not bad, not bad. And then load it up. Okay, click view list. Boom, boom, boom. And what I'm going to do is just click select all, click call, and oops. Yeah, we got to filter this out for the cold calling session. So quick filters, all I got to do here is let's add the ones that are vacant, tired landlords. How many is that? 75, that's fine. I'll make sure the audio is on here.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Is this the owner of 2204 Little Valley Lane?
It is.
Oh, hi. I was just seeing if you were interested in selling that property.
No, sure not. It's a homestead since the 1830s. So sorry about that.
Okay. Well, if you're looking to sell any more property, let me know. I'm looking to buy some rentals in the area.
Are you calling me from Coral Springs, Florida?
Correct.
Yeah, I used to own a home there near Taylorville High School when I was stationed down there in the Marine Corps.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Real estate's too expensive here in Florida, so it's a lot easier in Tennessee.
It's too expensive everywhere. No, it is. I mean, nobody can afford. I mean, that property up there is worth millions of dollars. So, nobody will, unless someone's going to bring me $20 million to buy that property, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
well, I hope
and listen, let me ask you this, dude. You seem like a reasonable guy on the phone here. I get 10 phone calls a day on my property up there.
Mm-hmm.
So now I live here in Tennessee, and I'm literally half a mile from my farm. So, most of 90% of the people that call are non-white English speakers. Tell me what's going on.
Well, so, this is the truth. I own a lot of rental properties. When I can buy off market, I can get a better price than buying on market. And that brings my cap rate from 10% to 15, 16%. And so usually if you have people calling, I'm calling by myself because this is a very, very small list, and just seeing if anyone is looking. I'm trying to talk to reasonable landlords. That's the honest truth, man. I'm just looking to get rental properties at a good price.
I get Hispanics that call me all day long. I'm talking about 8 to 10 calls a day asking about 2204, 2203. It's the same property. And I'm like, where are you at? And they hang up on me.
So rich Hispanic people, so they could be virtual assistants, or they could be actual landlords.
Right, gotcha. Okay, well, I appreciate it, man. Good luck with yourself.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care.
Don't even know what that was about. These dang Hispanics are buying all the real estate. Oh lordy. So I want to understand. It's like, wait. You should be calling a Tennessee phone number. The reason why is because his phone number is 954. So the dialer number is going to be 954. Now, if we go to the next call, it's going to be an 865 number. That threw me off for a second, but that was his phone number. I have to cover it up.
Please leave a message at the tone. Thank you and have a nice day.
We just dropped a AI voicemail. So let's see what it sounds like.
Hey, Carolyn, this is Zach, and I was looking to purchase your house over there at 2208 Little Valley Lane. If you're looking for a cash offer, can you call me back on my personal cell, since this is my business number, 772000981. Thanks.
Simple, right? Now I just put a phone number in there for I was calling rentals in my area, but basically that is what it is, right? And so I can just, if I knew Knoxville, I'd put a Knoxville Google Voice in there. That's how you do it. That's pretty much how the dialer works. It's pretty cool, and you got a lot of good results here. But the AI voicemail drop is the best.
Hey, Carolyn, this is Zach, and I was looking to purchase your house over there at 2208 Little Valley Lane. If you're looking for a cash offer, can you call me back on my personal cell since this is
pretty cool. You drop a lot of them, left voicemail, it's all in there. So I click end session, really end. And so it's just going to tell me basically, you know, my results. Let's go here. So this is my dialer results for the day, right? I got a 50% contact rate because I left one voicemail and one guy not interested, right? Obviously these people. And you see how AI figured out that on the transcripts, a lot of people have AI, but like it's not legit good. It literally said not interested, and it knew I left a voicemail. Pretty cool. And so if I call Carolyn again, it's already going to have this already on here, which is pretty cool. And so it's basically dmzac.com. It's Zach Dialer. And so a lot of people, so dmzac.com is I think 120, 119. I got to look at the price again. And then if you want to buy the dialer, you can get it per minute, which is pretty cheap. So the reason why they did it per minute was you can just pay $100 for unlimited calling. So the next price, let's look at Mojo. So Mojo is going to cost you Mojo's going to be $150, $99 to $150. And so this one is $99 and it comes with all the, you have to buy phone numbers, which are pretty cool. And so you can buy the unlimited dialer for that for $20 and then you're good to go. I think it's 7 cents for a voicemail drop for AI. You can get it unlimited. I think it's an extra $100 on top of that too. And then you can just choose what you want to do from there. You just go to zacdialer.com. It's all in there. But it's the dialer that I love. And it's, we dropped that this month. Absolutely amazing. Love that. So zacdialer.com is what we use. Got really good results. But yeah, that is it. So guys, that is how you cold call motivated sellers step by step for wholesaling real estate. That guy was really interesting. I can't tell if he was being racist or not. It was very, very weird to tell. Did I just go pink? Huh. All right. I guess Zach will be pink for a day. Where did I just go pink here? Oh, I clicked the temp button. Whoa, look at this. All right, let's put that on 0. There we go. Okay, I figure what I did there. What did that guy say? He said reasonable white. Lord, this guy. I'll tell you, that was really, do not condone that at all. That was really stupid. But like, that guy's not getting nowhere in life. I'm like, bro, like, have you ever been to Miami? Do you know how many Hispanic millionaires I see on a daily basis out there? Like, it's just crazy. Like, oh Lord. He's like, Hispanics are calling me. I'm like, Hispanics are like 30% of the country. No, 20% of the country. I don't know that. But Lord. So guys, just FYI, this was a this is a live racism view for cold calling and wholesaling real estate. Those type of guys, you know, I hear them talk and I'm like, dude, screw you. But like, still, I'll still wholesale you. I'll still wholesale your deal. I'm not going to agree with you. Jeez Louise, yeah. Sorry you guys had to hear that. That was, oh Lord, stay on your farm, buddy. So if you want to know if my cold calls are real or if they're scripted, Lord, these people, Lordy. Sellers have said crazier things to me that I'm like, you said that? What's wrong with you? Yeah, guys, you gotta deal with these people. Lordy, a reasonable. Man. My first thing is like, how do you know I'm white? Like that's my number one question. It's like, how do you assume that over the phone? Lord. Ladrell says, how do you get my phone number? So that objection is, hey, my partners gave me a list of phone numbers. I don't know how he got it. So Chris Voss is an interesting guy. I will tell you this. Chris Voss is an FBI negotiator. And when he used to negotiate, his negotiation is, I'm chopping off your head or I get my money. So there's not really any splitting the difference between the two, if that makes sense, right? Oh, can you just chop off a leg? Right? Like, that's it. So for me, for wholesaling, it's like, you want to sell your house for 200. I want to buy it for 100. How about I buy it for 50? And let's split the difference at 120. Boom, I get what I want. So Chris Voss doesn't really work for wholesaling because we're not really negotiating people's lives. Okay, like I said, it's not that dire. So we can split the difference in wholesaling. Nobody's head's getting chopped off here. Lordy. VA says, how do I join the Discord? Go to zachdiscord.com. Again, that is zachdiscord.com, ZACH discord.com. Let me put in the chat for everybody. We just got almost at 3,000 people in there. That's pretty cool. I'm going to put in the chat for everyone. FY for the Discord, I want everyone to know at zachdiscord.com. So let me put it on here. At zachdiscord.com, we go live. I'm doing one live stream a week in there. Rick is going to go live for me tomorrow at 7 o'clock or 8. I got to figure it out. Well, in the Discord, I'll tell you. Tomorrow, I am forcing Rick to do a Discord live stream, which it's worth just going there and just looking at it. I think it'd be funny just to see him try. But he's going to do that in there. So he'll answer questions and stuff like an hour in there. But that's how you join that. Let's see any other questions we hear. Is it true that you can't wholesale in Virginia? You can wholesale in Virginia. Stop crying. Go through the video. We'll show you how to do it. You got to switch some things up, but you'll be fine. Oh, yeah. I want to show you this. I think I'm flexing off people, gurus today. I want to show this off. Let's flip with Rick. I want to end the challenge off in style here. Well, today's video challenge. I want to give a shout out to all my peeps that say wholesaling's legal in South Carolina. I posted a check, but let me post somebody else's check here. Brian posted this. Is pretty cool. It says wholesaling's legal in South Carolina. No, he proved it too. Assignment of contract signed by an attorney, done by him. Look at the date. $25,000 signed by his attorney in Florence, South Carolina. So for every guru that tells me wholesaling is illegal in South Carolina, I told you so. I don't want to hear it. You stupid gurus are taking L's every single day, and this is the truth. You know why? Because I said wholesaling is legal. I started doing deals there just to show these gurus what's up. And now I'm having more wholesalers going out here showing gurus what is up. That's it. So guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. Go to wholesaling.com and keep it up for day 12 tomorrow of the 30-day wholesaling challenge.